Hi, my name is Alex Asher. I'm the CEO of LearnCube, and we specialize in a virtual classroom and online school software made for language teaching. Now, I'm also here with Herbert Goetzer, who also specializes in digital advertising and marketing for language schools. And what we're going to be talking about are 4 tips to boost your organic traffic to your website and to your language school. So Herbert, first one, what's the number one thing that you want every language school to really do no matter what?
Right. I mean, before you start anything, before you go into any sort of marketing and invest any money or time into marketing, you've got to know who your target audience is. You need to identify your niche. Otherwise, you are really just going to approach it and try and target anyone out there. So it's about knowing who are your prospective students, what are their problems, their desires and wishes, why are they signing up and enrolling for language courses.
And the second tip is building your content, but based on what your niche and what your audience is actually looking for. So Herbert, how can we even kind of get ideas of what our target market might be looking for?
Well, I guess it's based on what kind of courses you offer. If you're offering business English courses to professionals and companies, then that's its own niche. You're not going to create content about summer camps for kids, right? So again, some schools have a very specific niche, and some schools have a more broader market where they are targeting adults, children, young adults, and also companies. So of course it becomes a little more difficult there, and then you have to make sure that you create content that hits all of those audiences. But again, it's so important to know who your prospective students are before launching or creating any content.
That's right. And when you're building that content, speak specifically to your target audience. The internet has just uncountable millions of articles that can help somebody that's looking for pretty much anything on Google. So where you can really stand out is providing really the most meaningful content, the most meaningful answers, the most meaningful tips and information that your audience value much more than they value from anywhere else. So and when you're doing that, think about your titles, because your titles are the key. Like, even if you've got amazing content, if your titles or your headings don't really resonate with either what you're actually going to be delivering on in that content, or what your prospective readers are actually looking for in Google, then you're really going to miss out on a lot. Now, it's not good enough just, I guess, to make meaningful content and focus on your niche. The third thing is to be consistent. Now, Herbert, tell me why that's so important.
Absolutely. You've got to really make a content marketing plan and be consistent in terms of how often you are posting blog articles, how often you are uploading things onto your Facebook profile, your Instagram profile, onto YouTube. The more consistent you are, the faster you will build your audience base, because they will. And again, this relates to making content for your specific audience. And if you are consistent, then that audience will come back for more and more.
That's right. And this is a long-term strategy. This isn't something that you build once and then it goes. This is very much like, almost think about it like building a house on sand in a little bit of a way. And what I mean by that is that your foundations can go really deep, but really the tide is always on you. So if you're not refreshing all the time, and when I say all the time, it doesn't need to be every day, but if you don't have any consistency, your competitors and other people that are building content that may be even better than yours are going to be taking away those leading positions. And what you really want to show even to your audience is that not only do I have great content, but I'm the kind of person, I'm the kind of business that's consistent, reliable, and it's going to provide great value to you. And that really sort of also matches into our last tip, which is on measuring what works and what doesn't. So tell me, Herbert, how are we going to measure what we've been doing in the preceding tips that we've just mentioned.
Yeah, it's about installing tracking tools, so you know exactly, okay, where are my website visitors coming from? Is it because I posted this video on Instagram and people love it and they're commenting and I'm getting traffic from that? And so if I know what's working, then I can make more of that content. I can really narrow in on what is popular and get more traffic.
This has been brilliant. So we've got 4 tips for you. Know and identify that niche. Secondly, build content for your niche. Third, be consistent. And fourth, measure what works and what doesn't. Thank you so much for this, Herbert, and we'll see you again.
You're welcome.
And please subscribe to the LearnCube YouTube channel to learn more, or even sign up for a free trial at learncube.com. Thanks very much.